I was muted. It always does that. It always starts muted for some reason. I've been back for about a half an hour. It's great. It's not too cold out. It's only negative 13 Celsius. It's going down to negative 27 tonight. Well, I'm alive. I just got back from work. I spent the entire day outside in the cold. Um, my boss, we're on like the part of a little bit of the lake, and that she had an ice fishing tournament for families and kids today. So I was outside handing out free hot apple cider for people to warm up and hot chocolate, and freezing my butt off. That was my day, and I figured, hey, why not? I haven't streamed in a while. I'll do that when I get back, and it's not too cold out yet, so that's what I'm doing. Just gonna come and chat for a bit. But besides that, I don't know. And yeah, I'm just chilling for a bit. Don't know what I really want to talk about. Need something to talk about, but surviving, barely surviving. And in a little bit, I'll get a nice big bonfire going because it's negative 27 tonight, negative 34 tomorrow, 28 the day after, 27 the day after, like 19 the day after that. Then it warms up a little bit in like 5 days. Yeah, I saw the lovebird. I saw the lovebirds. Yeah, I've been talking all day. My jaw is sore, but like, ugh, like straight up, my jaw is toast. I wonder if I can put it down like this. Hold the phone. Hands free. I'm hands free. That's like the first time ever doing a stream. No hands. Without my hands. Hands free streaming. Woo. Yeah, no, I gotta put my hands in my coat pocket. In here isn't warmed up yet. It's not quite warm enough in here yet. Nate, I have never once had a problem with my phone turning off from the cold. I've only had problems with it turning off from the heat. Usually outside, it's better in the cold. My phone runs hot. So in the summer, it shuts off randomly because of the heat. I have to stay in the shade. Or even right now, out by a fire, it shuts off like crazy. I had a really good day at work. Like, I just was handing out free hot apple cider and free hot chocolate all day at work. Because, again, she had this fishing tournament thing going on and ice fishing tournament. There's a lot of kids and families out on the ice, and it was cool. Yeah, I've got the Pixel. Uh, I'm actually waiting for. Oh, fuck. I need Tuesday to hurry up and come around. Because on Monday, I've got one frozen meal left in my outdoor pantry that I'll cook tomorrow for dinner. I had a sandwich for lunch today. So Monday, I have $20 to go buy something for dinner. And then Tuesday, I get paid from work and my YouTube money in. I gotta buy my medications, and with whatever I've got left, probably like $100 to survive for a month. Oh yeah. But who knows? I just felt like I could have a conversation. I thought a conversation would be nice. But so yeah, what do you guys think about that ban on TikTok? I started a TikTok a few weeks back, and I just started posting on it, and they're banning it in the states, and I just got 1,000 followers. Like, I could stream on TikTok now, but now what's the point? Well, there's just going to be something to replace it, though. Like that heavily censored Red Note app. Who knows what's going on? I think something's going to happen last minute that will stop it. Um, it's not the people. It's the governments. Okay, it's not the people that are doing it. It's the government. So, well, even they're. I think it would be bad to ban it. There are a lot of people who actually make okay money because of TikTok. You'd be taking away jobs. And I'm not about taking away jobs from people. Like, how many thousands of Americans will lose their source of income if that's to disappear? That thing ain't doing jack all to national security. Okay, that chick over there shaking her butt for the camera is not a national security risk, my friend. The only thing that would be a national security risk is if I was shaking my butt for the camera. I think that would collapse economies. Destroy worlds and collapse economies. Oh, fuck. I am so self-abusive. Everything is propaganda, man. Okay? The US cranks out propaganda, Canada cranks out propaganda, China cranks out propaganda. Every country on this planet belts out propaganda. You know, it's just what we do. One side's gonna spread bullshit, the other side's gonna spread bullshit. It's called keeping people in line. Oof, just one more day. Everything is money. Um, Sunday, Sunday. Part of me is thinking I should take a walk to town, get something for tomorrow's dinner. Tonight's the last night I've got any food around here. Tomorrow is. I had lunch today, so if I go tomorrow, get enough for tomorrow and Monday. Go. I should be okay for Tuesday. I'm trying to figure out how if I'm trying to budget myself right now mentally. I'm just thinking because I've got a frozen pantry out there. I've got one meal left in there, and I'm going to use that for tomorrow, which is great. That means if I go out Monday to town, I'll have $20 to grab some supplies for food because I get paid on Tuesday from YouTube and work, and I have to go back to town anyways to buy my medications. And then I'm just figuring out I might have about $100 left for supplies and whatnot after the meds. Fuck it. I gotta start selling feet pictures. That might work. I'm gonna make an OnlyFans now. Selling me feet pictures. Ah, fuck. I don't even know what's going on. Dude, if I had 5K right now, this second, I wouldn't be homeless anymore. That day, there's a thing called the Green Project. If I had 5K right now, I'd get a plot there for the rest of my life, and I wouldn't be homeless anymore. You're damn right I want $5,000 right now. I'd even sell my feet pictures for that. Heck. $5 grand is a lot of money. No, I'm good. I'm good. Just feel like chatting. I also want to play a game, but I wanted to be online right now because I need to show people, hey, I haven't died in the cold yet. Oh, dude, hold on to your money, man. That's something I would never be able to actually repay. Like, not right away. Monthly, like barely. I'm surviving every month. I could never. No, no, no. Hold on to your money, man. There's a few things I don't beg, borrow, or steal. Starting to think about stealing. I'm starting to think about robbing a bank might be a good idea, though. Screw the establishments. Yeah. Why is it always Action Brosnans? No, like, I'm in a weird position. Like, I'm trying to figure stuff out. See, I need to get a place I can afford. That's why I'm thinking the Green Project land and internet with an actual location indoors. With that, I could get a small, cheap laptop and work online for like a tech support company or some crap like that, like a call center. But that's not too far off yet. We're working on doing a GoFundMe, setting up a GoFundMe for that. But that's just hearsay for now. Brad, not much is up, just chilling in the cold. It's right now. What? It's almost 6 o'clock. It's supposed to go. It's supposed to be negative 17 at 6, 18 at 7, at 7. It's gonna go down 1 degree every hour until it gets to negative 28 at 1 a.m. Oh, thank you, man. No, it's freaking freezing tonight. Tomorrow's negative 34 Celsius. That's negative 29.5 Fahrenheit. It varies, man. The weather hasn't been that predictable lately. Usually, midway through January to the end of February, you're talking negative 20 to 30 at least. But we've only had a few days that were really really cold. Like I've got 5 days of below negative 25 coming up. Then it's going to be -6 and whatnot. That's bearable. So it's not been that predictable. It's very very predictable. It's not very predictable. Before winters used to be worse. Like the worst part of winter is right now. It's usually the last 2 weeks of January are the coldest. And then you get maybe a cold week in February, like the first week or 2 weeks of February are pretty cold, but then it starts to gradually warm up. March typically gets warmer, warmer, warmer. By my birthday, the end of March, it there's no snow on the ground. April, it's rainy and warm. My clothing. Most important thing is clothing. Keep warm. And a lighter. Always carry a lighter. Lighters are awesome. And my penis. Let's not fight, guys. It's about negative 17 degrees Celsius. It's going down to negative 28 degrees Celsius tonight, so a 10-degree drop-ish. That in Fahrenheit is like negative 5 or 6, 4 or 5. Nate, stay indoors because it's going to be 20 and 20 is dangerous. Man, I'm going to be outside negative 34. That's negative 30 in the States. Jesus, stay in warm because it's 20. I'm in a tent. Go fuck yourself. There's not camping. I'm in a precarious situation. I've got a job. I'm working, but I'm homeless. And I've got multiple sclerosis. Used to be a crane operator. No one's bothered me in a long time in this camp. No one's bothered me at all. I'm doing my best to survive. Right now it's negative 17. It's going to be negative 28 today. Tomorrow is going to be negative 34 or lower. Well, you know what they say. Some people said Trump would only get elected if hell froze over. So I guess hell is freezing over tomorrow, Tuesday. Well, it technically has been undisturbed. I've had a few weeks ago. I had some people walking by at like 3 o'clock in the morning, scared the hell out of me. But they were hunters. They were running their dogs after some coyotes because it was coyote season, and they shoot them for their pelts. I want to make that. I want to make that. When you said that, I said that was a really good idea, and I got to work, man. I've got that saved, ready to go. And what I'm not looking forward to is February. No, I don't want February to come. Mostly not because of the cold, mostly, but I'm working 1 week in February, 1 day in February. The 1st of February, I'll be working to help her close out because February until the first week of March, work is closed. There's no real hunting seasons going on. They can't do the ice fishing because the ice is getting weaker. So she closed down for a month. 2 months every year she closes down. September and February. And that scares the crap out of me not having income. Anyways. Yep, polar vortexes. They're coming. It's coming down from Canada. We're ruining your lives, eh? I am in the cheapest tent I could find. This tent here is like one of those Walmart tents that I reinforced with leaves and garbage bags. It's warm enough. And when it gets too cold, I'll just go outside and light a bonfire. I've got enough wood to last 2 weeks. Actually, that's what I was doing today at work. Was my boss had this ice fishing tournament going on for the kids and families today, And I was outside all day in the cold, giving out hot chocolates and hot apple ciders, going around to the little to the fishing holes and giving out free drinks. I work at like an outdoor outfitters. She also has cabins and cottages she rents and snowmobiles. But again, 2 months a year she completely closes down. That's September and February, which scares me. When I can fish, I fish a lot. There's a few days during the summer, okay, there more than a few days that I had nothing for anything, and I was just walking down the lake with my fishing rod, fishing line with a fishing hook on a stick, fishing line tied to a stick with a hook on it, pulling up bluegill and perch and eating those. Hot tents aren't as good as you think. I've got another tent that's sitting at work. I cannot get to the location to set up because the snow is too high. There's no way I can set it up there, unfortunately. Bass. If you're talking lake fish, I like a good bass or walleye. Walleye are fantastic eating fish. If you're talking ocean fish, give me some tuna sashimi. Adam, I am 5 hours north of Toronto right now. Well, the cabins they don't have electricity and stuff. And better here. This is warmer than the cabins. This here at about right down to negative 10 degrees Celsius. I can keep in here warm with just my body heat. Those cabins, you have to have a fire going 24 hours a day. They're not that well insulated. This here is better insulated than the cabin. That and the cabins cost $1,500 a week. Hey, Bree. I like me some perch. They're really big and fat this time of year. It's called Sudbury, but yeah, about 150 miles. I'd say around that. Well, fall is orange. I made a TikTok account a few weeks back, and I didn't really post. Then I started to post recently, and I applied for monetization on TikTok, and that's been actually growing this channel pretty quickly. I haven't been posting much on this channel, but the TikTok has been pulling people from TikTok over to this channel. Oh, good old dirty pike. I've had pike. I know how to fillet pike too without the bones in it. I like the fight of a pike, and the meat is just as good as bass. You just need to know how to make sure there's no bones, or you can, choke. Hey, Jeremiah. See, hands free. But like now, it's just from me talking and sitting here like this. It's warm in here. My breath and my body heat is warmed up in here nicely. Well, I don't know what a zipper bass is. I've never heard of a zipper bass. I've seen mooses. I haven't seen one in person out here. I found their tracks. I've come across a lot of big bucks and deer, like fawns around my area, and a bear. And a lot of foxes and bunnies, and big black hawks. Lots of them. They're like almost slapping you in your face. They like to swoop at you. Yeah, try to kill a moose. And how the heck am I gonna kill a moose? I'm gonna run up to it and go like crack it in the head with my sick ninja moves. I'm gonna tell you, boy, you're not taking down a moose without like a high caliber rifle. You know what I got? Hiya! That's all I got. That moose will kick my ass, bend me over, and make me its bitch. Adam, I'm in Canada. There's one reason. I've got multiple sclerosis. I need my medication. That's the second reason. Dude, moose are basically walking tanks. I've got a few. How do I charge my? I've got a few power banks that I charge every so often at the library. It looks like this. I've got two more that are fully charged. One is my big one. It has this one's a small one. This is 10,000 milliamps. It lasts about a day and a half charge. I've got two small ones that are really smaller than that, are 10,000 milliamps. So I've got four that are 10,000 milliamps and one that is 3,800 milliamp hours. And I sit at the library for once a week for 4 hours, charge it every 7 days. I used to have a Jackery. Oh, Nate, how far is the nearest hooker? I don't know. Where do you live? What's your address and I'll tell you. What happened to it? Crackheads happened to it. Someone raided my old one of my where I was, robbed my tent, threw it in a puddle, and it got fried. Now, jackeries are expensive and they're not as good as you think. I don't actually need a jackery. I don't need the plug sockets. All I need are these power banks. These power banks work perfectly and they're cost effective. What's the point of buying a $200 jackery when I've got the four banks that I paid 10 bucks each? I got $40 worth of the small 10,000 milliamp batteries, plus the 30 bucks I spent on the 3,800 milliamp battery. I spent $100 on that stuff instead of spending $400 on a jackery. This gets me 7 days worth of power. I'm fine with this. I've got enough power. What is the walking app? There is a lot of snow right now. It just depends the area you go on. My little valley here, I've got snow up to halfway up my knees. If I go up out of my valley, it's pretty much to my waist. Yeah, no, honestly, my power situation is perfect. I take all my banks to the library every 7 days, throw down. I've got a one of those power bars that have the multiple plug sockets in. I plug one of the banks right into the wall because this did. I plug two of these banks plug directly into the wall. They've got the prongs for it. It's a neat little power bank. Plug it right into the wall. This charges within not even an hour. And there's a day and a half worth of power there. I've got two of these, so 3 days worth of power. I've got a small little one like this. It's the same capacity, but it just doesn't seem to last as long. That's about a day of power there. I've got another one. There's another day of power. So that's 3, 4, 5. Then I've got my big capacity one. That's about 4 days worth of power. So 9 days worth of power, but I go every 7 days to charge so I can chill out in the library, get nice and warm, use the internet, stuff like that. My power is fine. Mind you, if I had a place to live and I was on solar, I would have them charge all the time and just use them for whatever. Weed is not legal in parts of Canada at all. It's legal in all parts of Canada. Everywhere in Canada, weed is legal. I do not smoke weed, though. I know that's why my batteries live inside my sleeping bag. They sleep right next to my ass, so they're warm. Same thing. I sleep when I go to bed. I sleep with my phone between legs. I do have this. This helps keep my stress down. This is a little bit of nicotine, but I've made a decision. I've got anti-anxiety medications, anti-depressants, anti-stress medications that stop me from having seizures. This here takes my stress down a lot, and I'd rather be functional and not having seizures when I'm out during my day. So a puff of this once in a while or a lot isn't hurting me. And besides the juice, I got a month worth of juice cost $16. Jesus, man, that's crazy. If you ever played Grand Theft Auto 5, you're riding down the highway listening to the radio. Medical use cocaine. I have no relatives in the UK. Bald. Uh, I personally, of all the things that are highly addictive and all this people use for recreational use, I don't think marijuana, I don't think weed is a bad one. Just for the simple fact that if you smoke weed all day, each day, every single day, and then you suddenly stop smoking weed, you're not going to go through withdrawals and die. Now, alcohol, on the other hand, if you drink all day, each day, every day for a long period of time, and then decide to stop, you're going to fucking die. There's only two things out there that are going to, the withdrawals are going to kill you. That is alcohol and benzodiazepines. So I don't think that it is a bad thing. I didn't say harmless. I said the lesser of the evils. Ooh, my poor leg. Hey, thank you. Birthday, I don't know. I don't really celebrate my birthday. I'm glad you're here too. Oh, but no, I'm really waiting for Monday. 20 bucks. So I'm glad I prepared. It's a reason why I prepared. But tomorrow, I'm looking forward to getting a fire going. But we'll do a stream tomorrow. Throw my walk down and unfreeze my last frozen meal. Have a nice meal tomorrow. Because I'm waiting for Tuesday, is when I get my YouTube money in. So I've got to pay for next month's med. And I get my paycheck in. So I'll have a little bit extra to last me from Tuesday till next payday. I'll have like $100. And then Monday comes along. I'll go to the cheap grocery store. I'll walk down on Monday and get some cheap meat. Spend a total of $20. That's all I got to spend. Get some cheap meat for Monday. And noodles. I want instant fucking noodles. There's this thing I want to try really bad. I've got this stupid idea. I want to try with bulldog noodles. The really spicy ones. Have you ever had really cheesy mashed potatoes? Like really, really cheesy mashed potatoes? Like you grab pizza mozzarella, throw it in, melt it into your mashed potatoes with whatever other kind of cheese you want. Mix it in really good so it's like this really pulley, sticky. Take it out. I want to cook some bulldog, the 2 times spicy noodles, and throw that on top. That's what I want to try. Yeah, I've been kind of busy with the everything else, just trying to, not freeze to death to make videos. Hence, why I'm not making many videos is because I don't want to freeze to death. No, I love me some bulldog. Like I love me some spicy ramen. There is an Asian grocery store in town where you get the 5 packs of them. It was like $2.99, $3. So $2.99 plus tax, so 45. $3.60 for a pack of 5. Jay, I don't got the money to live indoors. Everything I have money wise goes towards paying medication. My med bill now is $700 a month. The worst part is not that just that the medications are $700 a month. That's where it is now. But I've got MS. Yeah, that's only going to keep going up and up, man. It's unfortunate but true. I'm not in Sweden though. I'm in Canada. Our healthcare is free. If I go to the doctors, it's free. If I go to the hospital, it's free. Medication's not so much unless you got a med plan. They won't give me the government subsidized medical plan called Trillium because I've got a job, because I've got the YouTube. So if I quit the YouTube and the job, I could get on welfare, and they would give me medical. They would give me med benefit. They would give me the drug plan, where they'd pay for it, and I'd be they would also happily give me $300 a month to live off of. I'll go ahead and pay for my meds myself. Canada, it does have universal health care. You go to the hospital, it's taken care of. Your medications are not. You pay for a lot of your medications, unless It's something called life necessary medication. So, if you're a severe diabetic and you'll die if you don't have insulin shots, that'll be taken care of. But mine are quality life quality. It just makes it so I can walk and not live in staggering pain. So it's called quality of life medication, and I pay for that. Yeah, Robert, how did I learn? Foraging, I did a lot of that as a kid with my grandparents, but everything else, I made a lot of mistakes really quickly at the very beginning. I learned fast, so I didn't freeze to death. I'm up near Sudbury area, the greater Sudbury area. Or, oh, actually, that's what I'll do. I'll get some bulldog noodles, fry some bean sprouts and mushrooms, and spam. Yeah, spam. It's already here. It's about negative 18 right now. It's going to be negative 28 tonight. I know this. I'm ready for it. When work shuts down, I don't get unemployment. It's only closed for a month. For you to get unemployment, you have to be off of work for 4 weeks, and they'll pay you for 2 weeks of it. So when work shuts down, I'm only gonna be off for 3 weeks. I wish she had told me sooner it was gonna close. She was closing down for February. She's closing down the second week of February to the first week of March. It's in hunting season, so she's got no business. There's no point to be open, and I get it, but it's not long enough for me to grab unemployment. 18 degrees Celsius down to negative 28 Celsius. So at its worst, it's going to be about negative 19 Fahrenheit, 18 Fahrenheit. I can't afford a hotel. Everything I get goes towards paying medications and basic survival. It'd be a lot different this month. It'd be a lot different because I had a lot of money come in during Christmas and New Year's. I made YouTube and stuff, and people. Unfortunately, I had to. On the 21st of December, I used everything I had for my medication, which I do every on the 21st. That's when my medication. Well, I get my meds for the month. Then, not a week later, I had to go down to see my doctor, and he had to rebalance all my medication. So I had to buy my medication twice last month, and the first round is no good. So that's why I'm screwed. I would not have been able to afford it, but yeah, I was getting these horrible leg spasms that weren't stopping. My medication had become ineffective. Dave, getting ODSP is a lot harder than you think it is. You just don't get it. I've been trying to get ODSP for the last 4 years. My next meeting with the ODSP board isn't until May. If whatever you're gonna say and think of, I've already thought of, tried again, and I'm probably still trying it. I've got a lawyer dealing with it now for me. I don't need mental health reasons. Why would I do that? Why would I have myself locked up? Why would I do that? You won't get back pay for that. Mental health reasons. And for you to be there, no. And I don't think it would work for mental health reasons because they know I've been applying for medical reasons for a long time. It takes a lot longer than 4 months to get onto it. Dave, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Straight up, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay, let's say I did it that way and I got it through mental health reasons. They owe me back pay for the last 4 years. They owe me $50,000 for my first application. Just give all that up too. And you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Dave. Not one bit. I have a lawyer dealing with the ODSP stuff. I am in a fight with them. I've been fighting with them for 4 years. The most they've offered me was made. I have a lawyer dealing with that, trying to get me on ODSP. Hey, Mark, how you doing? I'm just hanging out. Glad to see you here. I might be ending this pretty soon. I'm starting to get frustrated. I think I'm frustrated now, and in the springtime when you get cold nights and warm days, so the cold nights make the syrup go up in the tree, then it warms up, thaws out, and then it drips. I'm not cooking today. I've got one frozen meal left until that I'm going to use tomorrow, and I had like today I had like 6 glasses of hot apple cider, 4 glasses of hot chocolate, and a sandwich while I was at work. I'm all chocolated out. Uh, I'll be cooking something tomorrow. I've got one frozen meal left that I made a while back that I'll use tonight, tomorrow, and then that's Sunday. Then Monday I've got to head into town because that's my last of my storage, and I got $20 for to spend on Monday. Then I'll go back to town on Tuesday again because I gotta pick up my meds, pay for my meds, pay for my phone bill, and then I'm broke again. Yay! Even broker. Wonderful. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm a little bit frustrated right now. I think I'm gonna. I've been out all day on my feet. I think I'm gonna just lay down and call it for the night and hang out on Discord. GoFundMe, we're working on it. We're working on it. So you guys have a great night. Sorry I can't stick around longer. I've become very frustrated just now, and I'll let you guys go. I don't want to be a jerk on here, and I don't have too much nice to say right now, so I'm going to exclude myself. You guys have a good night. Thanks for joining me.